All right, trying to help out Elise this morning. It's JR and Kevin holding it down while Lana is out for the 7:15 second date update. They've been on multiple dates. That's always a good sign.
Absolutely.
And they do have kids. So after going on 2 dates, just them, they said, hey, let's do a group date. Let's get the kids together and see how this goes.
It's a great idea, and it seemed like it went well. She told us it went great, and but now she is not hearing back from him after this group date with the kids, and she said the kids got along. Everything was great.
Well, let's see if we can get Aaron on the phone right now. We'll try to call him.
Hello?
Hi, good morning. Is this Aaron?
Yes, this is. Who's this?
Hey, Aaron, this is actually JR and Kevin over here at 99.5 QIK, Tampa Bay's morning crew.
Good morning.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
I listen to you guys, and that means this call could either be bad or good.
Well, I think they're all pretty good, but let me ask you a question. We want to see if we could talk to you on the air for a minute. Would that be all right?
Yeah, sure. About something in my personal life or something?
It is, yeah. Maybe you've heard us do the 7:15 second date update. That's what this is about, actually. It's about a date you went on, and we're talking about Elise. And let me just tell you what we know, Aaron. We know that you guys went on a couple of dates, just you and her, and then you guys had a group date with your kids because you guys both have kids, which obviously would be a deal breaker if one didn't like kids or maybe the kids didn't get along or something. But she thought at Chili's in Largo, things went great and everybody got along and it was all good, and thought she would see you again for sure for a fourth date, but has not heard from you and is really confused on what's going on. So we were just hoping maybe you can give us some answers.
Oh, man, yeah, that's a lot right there. But, yeah, pretty much majority of that's true, except for when we were with the kids out on the date. She crossed some lines, man. She crossed some lines and some boundaries.
Can I ask how?
Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of like reprimanded my kids in a way that was not okay, you know? She was kind of like snapping at them and telling them to be quiet and kind of, you know, just like yelling at the kids that aren't hers. It's like, wait a minute, you know, like we could have a date, but you don't talk to my kids like that.
Okay, so she's kind of scolding your kids about like what, behavior or something like that?
Yeah, just behavior, the way they were acting at the table. I mean, she was getting on them about every little thing, like quit playing with your straw in the drink, and wow. You know, she thought that they were being too loud, and I mean, they're kids, you know, they were laughing, they were having a good time. Everybody was having a good time, and then she snapped at them, and I'm just like, it was kind of borderline a deal breaker. It's why I haven't really reached out to her.
Now, was that an awkward moment for everybody? Did everybody kind of freeze like, whoa, or did you kind of just brush it off?
We all kind of looked at each other like, what was that? And I don't think her and her kids even noticed anything different. You know, and here I am, like, what happens if we do get together? What's the mood at the house going to be? Like, if we're all living together one day, like, if this turned into something, what's that going to be like at home? She's going to be yelling at the kids all the time that aren't hers?
Right.
No.
Let me just do this. Aaron, we actually have Elise on the other line. I want to bring her back on here because this obviously would be a big deal. Mm-hmm. This is your kids we're talking about here. Elise.
I figured she's on.
Elise?
Hi.
Yeah, so does that sound pretty accurate?
I mean, I'm sorry, but I did not think I crossed any boundaries. I mean, in fairness, I think his kids crossed boundaries. I mean, they were not only, like, disrespectful to us as adults, but, like, the staff and the other diners. They were not really well-mannered. I mean, they were very nice, but they didn't really have very good public manners, you know, and I didn't yell at them, like, at all. I was just like, hey, you know, keep it down, and, you know, we're in a public place. I didn't think I yelled, you know, we're not in a barnyard. Come on, you raise your kids to be normal and decent in public.
Well, I mean, Elise, this is your first time meeting his kids. Do you think maybe it might have been, I'm just asking, do you think it might have been a little premature to, you know, kind of take that role as disciplinarian?
No, I mean, honestly, like, again, we both have kids, so it's like I don't have time to be messing around with, like, if we're going to co-mingle our families, like, I will definitely be a parent. Like, I will co-parent. I will tell them how to say please and thank you and if that's not his priority, then, I don't know. I mean, my kids are very well mannered, and I don't know. You need to get your kids under control is what I'm saying. Just step up, man up,
Excuse me, man up. I'm raising the kids by myself. I think I'm doing a great job. They're very well mannered. They're very mature for their age. They're even doing things like reading on a higher grade level than what they're at. They're very smart, intelligent kids. I think you're just
and I believe you totally. But in public, they're like wild animals.
They're kids. They were out. They were excited. They were happy to see your kids and hang out with your kids, and they were all having fun.
Well, let me jump in here real quick. She has said multiple times, Aaron, that she is a big fan of you and had a great time with you. Would you be willing to go on another date? I mean, I know you guys, parenting is going to be a deal breaker one way or the other because you got to have to get on the same page. But what if you two went out again and talked about this of, maybe trying to get on the same page when it came to the parenting?
Honestly, I'm probably good, man. There's a reason I was ghosting her, and I'm just going to follow my instincts, and I'm all set.
All
right.
Well, good luck out there.
All right. We'll just leave it at that. Aaron, thanks for your time. Elise, thanks for your time. You guys have a great day.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks.
Listen, I can see both sides of this.
Okay. I can too. I'm with you.
One thing is, no, you don't want to be at that table where the kids are going crazy and all that stuff. You don't want to be that. But also, if you're just meeting the kids for the first time, is it your place? I mean, the first time?
Probably not. But how bad was it? We're here,
right.
It's two sides to every story, but man, I just,
I can't wait.
That's a tough one.
I want to see where the QYK family's at on this. 800-992-1099, 800-992-1099. Hit us up.